Cyberpunk 2077's playtest has already begun, and CD Projekt Red has reported stating that this time around they have about 150 game testers internally and externally who are testing out their game, which is way more the amount they have currently than what they had for The Witcher 3. Now that is one hell of a good news to start from, but we are not done yet, because CD Projekt Red has reported in that they are currently working on the PS5 and Xbox Series X version of Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I know that people are probably thinking, well, the PS5 and Xbox Series X are going to have backward compatibility, right? Then can we not play Cyberpunk 2077 with the game that I've already purchased on the PS4 and Xbox One X on the next generation consoles? Well, however, it seems like CDPR is concerned that the next-gen consoles are not going to be able to run the upcoming newly launched titles very well using the backward compatible feature. Now, the Xbox One X probably might run it since Microsoft has been in the backward compatible game for a very long time now, but the PS5 is completely new to the backward compatibility, and CDPR does not have a clear confirmation from the next generation consoles on whether the PS5 will be able to run the PS4 version of Cyberpunk 2077 or not. And they've also mentioned that releasing a PS5 and Xbox Series X version are on a green light from CD Projekt Red, but they are just waiting for Sony to make the calls right now. Now, CD Projekt Red has also confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 will have multiple DLC expansions, no less than The Witcher 3. Now, on a recent Q&A podcast hosted by CD Projekt Red, they actually spoke a few things about how they are currently working on multiple massive DLCs for Cyberpunk 2077, and the fact that the game is not even out and CD Projekt Red is already making massive story mode DLC expansions easily shows on how dedicated the team is for their upcoming projects. Now, this is one of the biggest reasons to why CD Projekt Red will always remain on my most favorite game developers team of all time. So as per the reports here, the president of CD Projekt Red explained their investors that Cyberpunk 2077 will have as many DLC expansions or even more than what we had in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So The Witcher 3 basically had 16 free DLC expansions and 2 paid expansions, which was as big as the base game nonetheless. So if we are to expect on what we will see with Cyberpunk 2077, then we are probably going to have much more than what we have seen in The Witcher 3. Now, Pavel Sasko, the man himself who is the lead quest designer for Cyberpunk 2077, replied to a tweet from IGN, which was regarding the DLC plans by CD Projekt Red, to which Pavel replied saying, "You didn't expect any less from us, did you?" Now, this reply was pretty sarcastic, ensuring us that CD Projekt Red will always exceed the fans' expectations. Now, regarding the release date and delay information of Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red has confirmed that they have absolutely no plans on delaying the game no matter what happens. Now, CDPR says that Cyberpunk 2077 will remain on schedule to release on September on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, the head of CD Projekt Red says that they are indeed having a few minor issues on getting a few voiceovers recorded due to the recording studios being shut down currently, and they are unable to record a few voiceovers that are supposed to be in the game. But the head of CD Projekt Red has also mentioned that it's not a very big deal on getting a few voiceovers recorded. They indeed already have done plenty of takes on it, but it is just a few minor perfection mistakes that they have to retake now, so there's nothing to worry about. And even if they are forced on keeping the recording studios closed, they have assured us that these voiceovers will be released as a day one patch on the release date. So it seems like no matter what, they are not ready to delay the release of Cyberpunk 2077, which is a really exciting news for all the fans that have been wondering if CD Projekt Red would delay their game due to the pandemic situations or not. Now, Adam Bodowski, who is the head of studio CD Projekt Red, had previously tweeted out during March this year stating that they have submitted Cyberpunk 2077 to the age rating agencies around the world, such as PEGI, ESRB, and etc. And he had also mentioned that Cyberpunk 2077 has completed its development phase, and they are now only left with a few polishing work on technical aspects, and they've already started playtesting the game, and he has confirmed that the game looks and plays better with each day's passing by. Now, Adam Bodowski recently replied to his own tweet on April 9th, providing an update reporting that Cyberpunk 2077 has already been rated by the vast majority of rating boards around the world. But in a brief article from GameSpot, it is mentioned that Cyberpunk 2077 does not appear to be rated with the Australian classification board yet. Now there seems to be some sort of a censor board issues with the Australian age ratings, who are usually very strict when it comes to video game ratings, and if the game does not get an age approval from Australian censor board, then we might probably have to see the game being censored in Australia, unfortunately. But as of now, nothing has been confirmed yet, and we will know what the Australian censor board's decisions are after the lockdown gets lifted in the coming weeks, or it may even take months. But the good news is that CD Projekt Red confirms that we will be getting Cyberpunk 2077 on September 17th as previously planned, and they've also confirmed that they are now finished up with the development process of the single player and are now only working on polishing it and playtesting it. And they've also mentioned that Cyberpunk 2077 development team have now started working on Cyberpunk Online, which will be a standalone multiplayer title that will be releasing after they are done with the release of Cyberpunk 2077 single player, including all the DLCs, which might take a year or two in overhaul to be released. So that itself is a very promising news coming from CD Projekt Red. Now guys, I'm doing a giveaway of Cyberpunk 2077 and The Last of Us Part 2 Standard Edition digital download codes. Now the way that you can win these codes are by simply staying most active on this channel and also on my Twitter community. I've already picked a few winners which I will start announcing very soon, and there will be more winners picked as I keep looking at my comments and Twitter feeds to see who are the most active in the community. So please don't shy away to give your luck a try, and the winners can choose any platform of their own choice, so I can DM you guys the code on your Twitter. Now, if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that covers Cyberpunk 2077 from news and updates to all the in-game tips and tricks and guides and more, then make sure you guys smack that subscribe button and turn your video notifications on, and make sure you set it to all notifications so that you don't miss any new uploads from my channel. And if you guys could slap a like rating on this video, that would be appreciated and would also support the video a lot. And let me know in the comments on which platform you guys are going to be getting a copy of Cyberpunk 2077. Will it be the PS4 or Xbox One or the PC? And with that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Till then, take care fams, and goodbye.